I thought I was alone when I broke down in the dark, but God heard me crying last night. He heard my aching heart. Every sob, every tear, every whispered desperate prayer. God heard me crying last night. He was right there.
God heard me crying last night.
When I thought nobody cared,
God heard me crying last night.
He was right there.
In the darkness when I felt completely alone,
God heard me crying last night.
I wasn't on my own. He collected every tear and heard every sound.
I tried to hold it together all day long with a smile, but God heard me crying last night. After all the while of pretending I was fine when I was breaking inside, God heard me crying last night. He heard me when I cried.
He heard me,
He
saw me
in the night, holding tight. God heard me
crying last night.
when I thought nobody cared.
Heard me crying last night.
He was right there.
In the darkness when I felt completely alone,
God heard me crying last night.
I wasn't on my own. He collected every tear and heard every sound.
He heard me.
Cried,
He heard me
tried
to make it through
the night
He held me tight
in my fight.
with pain that only comes out in the darkness. His presence marked every moment of my tears. He's near to the broken hearted, always here. It's clear that I was never crying and alone. God's known every tear before it ever fell. He's well acquainted with my midnight sorrow. Tomorrow might bring joy, but tonight He's here. I fear nothing when I know God hears my crying. I'm finding comfort in this revelation now. Somehow knowing He attention to our tears. He hears every cry that comes from breaking hearts.
God heard me crying last night
when I thought nobody cared.
Crying last night.
God heard me crying last night when I thought nobody cared. God heard me crying last night. He was right there
in the darkness when I felt completely alone.
God heard me
crying last night.
I wasn't
on my own.
He collected every tear.
I heard every song.
Yes, God heard me crying last night. I wasn't crying alone. God heard me crying last night. He made His presence known.
I heard every song.
In the quiet darkness when I thought no one could hear, He heard me. He heard me. He was near
In the darkness deep,
when I couldn't sleep.
He was listening close.
My heavenly host, collecting every tear, making it clear that I'm never alone. Even when I'm prone to cry in the night, He holds me tight. I thought I was alone in the dark last night when I fell apart. Nobody around to witness the breaking of my heart. But looking back, I realized God was standing there. I thought I was alone in the dark, but He filled the air. I thought I was alone in the dark, but God was there all along. I thought I was alone in the dark. His presence was strong. Even when I
Couldn't sense Him in my pain.
I thought I was alone
In the dark, but He remained
right beside me through the longest night I've known. Isolation is a lie the enemy wants us to believe. But I thought I was alone in the dark until I could perceive that God never leaves us, even in our darkest hour. I thought I was alone in the dark, but His presence had power. Not alone. God's my home in the dark.
in the dark.
He left His mark. I thought I was alone in the dark, but God was there all along. I thought I was alone in the dark. His presence was strong. Even when I
Couldn't sense Him in my pain.
thought I was alone.
In the dark, but He
of presence there, showing He cares, even when I can't see. God's with me in the darkest night. He's my light. I put on a brave face all day for everyone to see, but nobody knows I cried myself to sleep. Just God and me in the privacy of darkness. When the mask comes off, nobody knows I cried myself to sleep. My pillow soft. Nobody knows I cried myself to sleep, except the God who sees. Nobody knows I cried myself to sleep. He heard my desperate pleas for relief from pain that I don't talk about by day. Nobody knows I cried myself to sleep, but that's okay, because God witnessed every tear and heard my prayer. The exhaustion of performing strength when you're falling apart. Nobody knows I cried myself to sleep with a broken heart. But God was there collecting tears in His bottle of love. Nobody knows I cried myself to sleep, except Him above. Hidden tears, secret fears, God still hears, and He's near. Nobody knows I cried myself to sleep, except the God who sees. Nobody knows I cried myself to sleep. He heard my desperate pleas for relief from pain that I don't talk about by day. Nobody knows. Pour out your hearts to Him, no shame in bringing Him the tears we hide from others. He's covered us with love that sees and cares. 1 Samuel 1:10 describes Hannah's prayer. In her deep anguish, Hannah prayed. She dared to bring her tears to God, weeping bitterly. God heard her honestly express pain that night. Matthew 6:6, Jesus teaches us clear about praying in secret, where God hears when you pray. Go into your room sincere, close the door and pray to your Father here, who sees what is done in secret too. It's true that God attends our hidden tears. He hears what we don't say to anyone else. God's wealth of compassion reaches secret places. Psalm 10:17 says God hears the desire of the afflicted. His fire of love burns for us. You encourage them and you listen thus. Our trust in Him includes our secret. His loving graces reach even there, showing He cares about the pain I don't explain to anyone but Him. My heart's not dim to His love.
The world is sleeping, but I'm wide awake with pain. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart again. When darkness amplifies every worry and fear. 3 a.m. and falling apart, but God is here. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart at the darkest hour of night. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart, but morning's light will come eventually, though right now I can't see. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart, but God's with me in this lonely hour when the world is fast asleep. There's something about the middle of the night that makes everything feel worse, despite the fact that morning always comes around. 3 a.m. 3 a.m. You're again in this place, seeking grace, seeking grace. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart at the darkest hour of night. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart, but morning's light will come eventually, though right now I can't see it. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart, but God's with me in this lonely hour when the world is fast asleep. 3 a.m. I'm awake. 3 a.m. my heart breaks in the dark, so deep. Cannot sleep, I weep while everyone else is resting peacefully. I'm wrestling with pain that won't let go tonight. The plight of midnight suffering is real, but God's seal of presence remains even at 3 a.m. When shadows loom larger than they do by day, I'll stay connected to the God who never sleeps. He keeps watch over me through darkest hours. His powers aren't diminished by the clock at all. Psalm 121, 3-4. He will not let your foot slip furthermore. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel number will neither slumber nor sleep. That's clear. God's near. Falling apart. His heart doesn't take a break from caring. He's bearing our burdens even in midnight hours. Psalm 42:8 declares God's way. By day the Lord directs His love today. At night His song is with me, it's true. At 3 a.m. His song reaches me and you. Lamentations 3:22-23. His compassions never fail, I see. They are new every morning, even 3 a.m. When we're falling apart, He's with us then. Job 35:10 asks the question here: where is God, my maker, who gives songs I hear? In the night, that's when we need the most. God's host of angels ministers at 3 a.m. too. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart at the darkest hour of night. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart, but morning's light will come eventually, though right now I can't see. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart, but God's with me in this lonely hour when the world is fast asleep. 3 a.m. and I'm falling apart, but I'm not
He's so near that even in this dark hour His presence holds me tight.
3 a.m.
God's here.
3 a.m.
So near in my pain. He remains through the night. Morning's light will come soon by God's tune of faithfulness. Hold them back when people ask me how I am. The tears I hide during the day come flooding out at night like a dam, breaking under pressure when nobody's around to see. The tears I hide during the day fall freely. The tears I hide during the day
Come out when I'm alone.
the tears I hide
During the day have finally found their home.
in the privacy of darkness,
Where I can be real.
the tears I hide
During the day reveal.
the pain I carry silently throughout my waking hours. Behind the smile, there's an ocean of unshed tears. The tears I hide during the day from all my peers. But God sees both the public face and private pain. The tears I hide during the day fall down like rain. Hidden pain,
Like the rain
falls at night.
out of sight.
The tears I hide
They're found if I'm alone.
in the privacy of darkness.
Where I can be real.
The tears I hide,
They reveal.
the pain I carry silently throughout my hours. I hide them,
By day
I hide
can't
them.
say
What I feel
inside
must conceal
and hide.
my tears during daylight to protect others from my brothers and sisters in pain shared journey. But nighttime's turning into my release valve. Here it's clear that suppression has a limit to endure. For sure I can't keep holding back forever. Whatever I suppress by day erupts at night. The sight of my tears falling in the darkness is God's honest response to my authentic pain. The strain of pretending everything's okay by day is exhausting my emotional reserves. God's nerves of compassion extend to hidden tears. He's here in the night when they finally flow free. You see, the tears I hide during the day are still God's concern, though hidden from view. He knew they were there before I shed them. Instead of condemning me, He understands the need. Ecclesiastes 3:4 says there's a time to weep and a time to laugh. The rhyme of life includes both joy and sorrow here. It's clear the tears are part of being human. Psalm 126:5-6 declares, those who sow with tears God prepares will reap reap with songs of joy. That's the promise from his honest heart that values our tears. John 11:35 records Jesus wept. He kept his humanity even as God's son. It's done. We have permission to cry too when we're going through pain and loss. Romans 12:15 instructs the church to mourn with those who mourn. Our search for authentic community includes tears. God's ears are open to our nighttime crying. 2 Corinthians 1:3-4. The Father of compassion, furthermore, who comforts us in all our troubles here. It's clear God receives both public and private tears. The tears I hide during the day come out when I'm alone. The tears I hide have finally found their home in the privacy of darkness, where I can be real. The tears I hide will reveal the pain I carry silently throughout my life. Yes, the tears I hide during kingdom, seen by God who cares. He catches in the air and collects them in his bottle. Every single one hidden tears by day, hidden tears by day, hidden tears by day, hidden tears by day. To God's heart at night, out of sight from everyone but him. My tears aren't dim to his loving eyes. He hears my cries both day and night. In his sight, every tear matters, nothing shatters his love for me. I thought I faced that midnight moment all alone, but you were there in my darkest hour. You were shown to be faithful even when I couldn't sense you near. But you were there in my darkest hour, crystal clear. But you were there in my darkest hour, when I thought I was alone. You were there in my darkest hour. Your presence shone through the shadows and the pain and the fear. You were there in my darkest hour, so near that I should have known I was never by myself. Never by myself. Looking back, I see your fingerprints all over that night. You were there in my darkest hour, shining light into places where I thought darkness had won. But you were there in my darkest hour, God, my son. You were there showing care in the dark, left your mark. But you were there in my darkest hour, when I thought I was alone. You were there in my darkest hour. Your presence shone through the shadows and the pain. You were there in my darkest hour, so When you pass through the rivers, God declares they will not sweep over you, He cares. Psalm 23:4 is David's testimony. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. God's decree is presence in our darkest hours. Matthew 28:20, Jesus promised plain, I am with you always, He'll remain. To the very end of the age, words so true for me and for you. He was there all along. Deuteronomy 31:8, Moses declared, the Lord Himself goes before you. He's cared and will be with you. He will never leave. We believe He was there in our darkest hours. But you were there in my
Darkest hour.
when I thought I was alone. You were there in my
Darkest hour.
Your presence shone through the shadows and the pain on
and the fear.
yeah. You were there in my
Darkest hour.
so near that I should have known I was never by myself. Yes, you were there in my
Darkest hour.
I see that
You were there in my darkest hour.
you showed me how to survive what I thought would destroy me completely.
You were there,
All alone
keeping me strong.
in the dark,
Left your mark.
a faithful love from above, from above. You never let your presence blessed my darkest hour. Not a single tear when I noticed by your loving eyes. You counted every tear I cried beneath the midnight skies. Each one precious, each one seen, each one in your bottle stored. You counted every tear I cried. I'm loved by you, my Lord.
You counted every tear I cried.
Not one was shed in vain.
You counted every tear I cried.
You felt my pain
And collected every drop like
treasure in your
at
sight.
your side.
Whoa.
You counted every tear I cried.
Through the night, each one documented, valued, seen, and known. The tears of grief, the tears of pain, the tears of loss and fear. You counted every tear I cried and held them all so dear. Nothing about my suffering is wasted or ignored. You counted every tear I cried, precious to you, Lord. Every tear
You were near,
counted them
like precious gems.
You counted every tear I cried, not one was shed in vain.
You counted every tear I cried.
You felt my pain and collected every drop like treasure in your
In
sight.
your side. You counted every tear I cried.
Through the night, each one documented, valued, seen, and known. Counted them,
Everyone,
counted them.
God's son,
Wept too,
He knows.
what crying shows.
And so
On my heart that's breaking under pressure, God's measure
measured every tear with careful attention. His intention is to show us we're not forgotten. The rotten lie says tears are weakness showing, but God's knowing heart sees tears as precious prayers. He cares about the pain behind each fallen drop, won't stop collecting them in his bottle of love. Above all pain, he documented every tear. It's clear that not a single moment of my sorrow tomorrow will be wasted. God's taste for details prevails in how he tracks my tears through nights. His lights of compassion shine on my crying. I'm finding comfort in this truth revealed tonight, that plight of feeling my tears don't matter is wrong. God's song of love includes a verse about my tears. He's here collecting, counting, caring deeply always. Psalm 56:8 declares beautifully here, record my misery, list my tears. It's clear on your scroll, are they not in your record? God's collected every tear, each one treasured. Revelation 7:17, promise ahead. God will wipe away every tear, it said, from our eyes in heaven, meaning he sees them. He esteems them important enough to personally wipe. Revelation 21:4 repeats this truth. He will wipe every tear from their eyes forsooth. The proof that God values our tears is evident. He's bent on comforting us personally someday. Luke 7:44 describes the woman weeping. Jesus was keeping track of her tears falling. An act of worship and devotion to God's notion is that tears have meaning deep. John 11:35 records Jesus wept too. He knew the value of tears. He cried them himself. The wealth of our humanity includes our tears. God's years of watching us cry, having heart in him. You counted every tear I cried, not one was shed in vain. Every tear I cried, you felt my pain and collected every drop, treasure in your sight. Every tear I cried through the night, each one documented, valued, seen, and known. Yes, you counted every tear I cried. They matter to you, Lord. You counted every tear I cried. Every drop you stored in your bottle as a testimony of your love for me. Every tear you counted, every tear you mounted in your bottle kept. Every tear I wept, you have stored, my precious Lord. Nothing wasted here. Every single tear has been seen, and I've been loved through all my pain. You'll wipe them away again. In the privacy of my bedroom, when I fell apart completely, when my pillow was sore, you would listen to me so sweetly. Every sob that shook my body, every whispered broken prayer, when my pillow was sore, you were listening. When my pillow was sore, you were listening to my midnight cries. When my pillow was sore, you were listening. You heard every sigh that escaped from my lips in the darkness of my room. When my pillow was sore, you were listening through the gloom. Your ear was turned toward me in my hour of despair. The evidence of my crying remained in fabric torn, but when my pillow was soaked, you were listening till the
faithful care. When my pillow was soaked, you were listening to my prayers.
Soaked with tears,
You were near,
listening close.
my heavenly host. You were listening.
When my pillow was soaked,
You were listening.
to my midnight cries. When my pillow was soaked,
You were listening.
you heard every sigh.
That escaped from my lips in the darkness of my room.
When my pillow was soaked,
You were listening. Your ear was turned toward me in my hour of despair. You were listening. You were listening to my crying.
night
You held me tight.
in my plight.
Of overwhelming sorrow that needed release, God's peace came through the crying eventually. But immediately He was listening attentively to every sound I made in my bedroom alone. God's throne extends even to tear-stained pillows. He knows the language of wordless groans and sighs. He's wise to the pain behind our midnight crying, and He's trying to comfort us with His presence there. Romans 8:26 through 27 describes the Spirit's help when we're not even able to pray with words. The Spirit intercedes for God's people with wordless groans. He leads when we don't know what to pray for. He prays. In our place, God's ways include this grace, that even when we're just crying without words, God's heard our hearts through His Spirit's translation. Psalm 34:15 declares so clear, the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous here, and His ears are attentive to their cry. That's why when my pillow was soaked, He was listening. 1 Peter 3:12 quotes this truth again. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous when His ears are attentive to their prayer always. God's ways include listening to tear-stained pillows.
Psalm 66:19 testifies here.
God has surely listened and has
His
heard.
word promises that He's attentive to us.
God's fuss-free listening ear is always turned toward us. When my pillow was soaked,
When my pillow was soaked,
You were listening.
to my midnight cries. When my pillow was soaked,
You were listening.
you heard every sigh.
That escaped from my lips in the darkness of my room.
When my pillow was soaked,
You were listening.
through the gloom.
Your ear was turned toward me in my hour of despair. Yes, when my pillow was soaked, You were listening.
That brings me comfort now.
When my pillow was soaked, You were listening.
Show me how
To trust that You're attentive even to my silent tears. You were listening.
so near.
You were listening.
You hear
Every tear,
every fear,
every cry,
every sigh.
from my soul. You made me whole. listening.
Behind closed doors, in moments I kept hidden from the world, you saw what nobody else saw. My pain was unfurled. Before your eyes I see in darkness, clearer than in light. You saw what nobody else saw, through my hardest night. You saw what nobody else saw, my breaking in the dark. Yeah, you saw what nobody else saw, my wounded heart that I hid from everyone but couldn't hide from you. You saw what nobody else saw, and you knew exactly what I needed in that moment of despair. The mask I wore all day long fell away at night. You saw what nobody else saw, with your perfect sight. No performance necessary, no pretending I was strong. You saw what nobody else saw. You were there all along. You saw it all, every fall, nothing hidden, given sight. You saw what nobody else saw, my wounded heart that I hid from everyone but couldn't hide from you. You saw what nobody else saw, and you knew exactly what I needed in a moment of despair. Everything, my suffering, hidden deep. When I weep and couldn't sleep, your eyes penetrated through the darkness. Your kindness extended to my secret pain. Train of holding up appearances by day gave way to honest sorrow when I was alone. Well, God's known what I've been hiding all along. This song of recognition brings me comfort now. Somehow knowing He was watching changes things. He brings His compassionate gaze to hidden places. My case of secret suffering weren't secret to God. He's trod the path of pain before me. He understands. His hands were there supporting what nobody saw. The raw reality of my breaking in the darkness. God's marked every moment of my private tears. He's near enough to see what I hide from all this. Call to acknowledge His witnessing presence brings reverence and comfort simultaneously here. Psalm 33:13 through 15 declares, from heaven the Lord looks down, He cares. He sees all mankind from His dwelling place. He watches all who live, every hidden face. 2 Chronicles 16:9 says clearly here, the eyes of the Lord range, He's near throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully His. God knows. Proverbs 15:3 reminds us plain, the eyes of the Lord are everywhere, He'll remain, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. God's understood what nobody else
else has seen. Hebrews 4:13 states definitively, nothing is hidden from God's sight. I see everything is uncovered and laid bare in the eyes of Him. He's aware. Job 34:21-22. His eyes are on the ways of mortals. It's true. He sees their every step. There is no deep shadow where evildoers can hide. God knows. You saw me up. You saw me so sweetly. Every hidden tear, you were near, watching over me, setting me free from the lie that I cried in isolation here. You've made it clear that nothing's hidden from your vision of love for me. After the longest night of crying and despair, morning came. So did your comfort, answered prayer. The darkness couldn't last forever, though it felt that way. Morning came and so did your comfort with the break of day. Morning came and so did your comfort after the midnight tear. Morning came and so did your comfort, dissolving all my fears. Said the pain would last forever and never go away. Go away. Oh no, morning came. So did your comfort with the day, bringing hope and healing that the night tried to steal. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Morning came, so did your comfort without warning. That the shift would happen, that relief would finally come. Morning came, so did your comfort guide you on. Night has passed, joy at last. Morning's here, God is near. Morning, so did your comfort after the midnight tear. Morning, so did your comfort, dissolving all my fears. That the pain would last forever and never go away. Go away. Hey. Morning came and so did your comfort with the day. Needing hope. So did your comfort with the day, bringing hope and healing that the night tried to steal. Morning came, finally. Morning came, I'm free from the night. So long, morning's light made me strong. The transition from darkness into light is powerful. God's full of compassion that arrives with morning. The dawning of a new day brings fresh perspective here. It's clear that night doesn't have the final word. God's heard my crying through the darkest hours, and His power to bring comfort with the morning is reassuring when I'm in the middle of night. His light eventually breaks through every weeping may stay, for the night is clear, but rejoicing comes in the morning bright. God's light eventually breaks through the dark. Lamentations 3:22-23. His compassions never fail, they are new, I see every morning. Great is your faithfulness shown. God's known to bring comfort with the dawn. Psalm 59:16. David testifies, I will sing of your strength. In the morning I will rise. I will sing of your love. For you are my fortress. God's comfort isn't far. Isaiah 50:54. God promises clear. Though the mountains be shaken, He's here. And the hills be removed, yeah. My might will fail. Love for you will not be shaken, prevailing. Morning came and so did your comfort. After the midnight tears. Morning came and so did your comfort. Dissolving all my fears, that the pain it never goes away. But morning came, so did your comfort with the day, bringing hope and healing that the night tried to steal. As morning came and so did your comfort, just like you promised me. Morning came and so did your comfort, setting me free from the darkness that threatened to consume my soul. Morning came with light, so bright, comfort flows as God shows His faithfulness again. Through my pain, He brought the dawn. Darkness is gone. He's not a distant God who sleeps through our pain. The God who hears midnight tears, knows our every strain. He's attentive to the cries that come when we're alone. The God who hears midnight tears is on His throne. The God who hears midnight tears is the God I serve. The God who hears midnight tears gets what we deserve. His attention and His comfort in our darkest hour. The God who hears midnight tears has the power to bring healing to the brokenhearted, crying soul. His ear is always open, His heart is always near. The God who hears midnight tears casts out all fear. That we're crying into emptiness with no one listening. The God who hears midnight tears is glistening. Yeah, He hears us. He's near us day and night. He's our light. The God who hears midnight tears. in his faithful character. The arbiter of all creation bends his ear to hear my crying in the middle of the night. Psalm 34:17 declares so clear, the righteous cry out, and the Lord hears. He delivers them from all their troubles here. God's ear is always open to our cries. Psalm 145:18 through 19. The Lord is near to all who call, I've seen. On him, to all who call on him in truth. He fulfills the desires, that's the proof. Psalm 116:1 through 2 testifies, I love the Lord, for he heard my cries for mercy, because he turned his ear to me. I will call on him, he's near. 1 John 5:14 through 15 declares, this is the confidence we have. He cares in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, our task, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whatever we ask, we'll see that we have what we asked of him today. God's way is to hear our midnight prayers. The God who hears midnight tears is the God I serve. The God I serve. And the God who hears midnight tears gets what we deserve. Now his attention and his comfort in our darkest hour. The God who hears midnight tears has the power to bring healing to the brokenhearted, crying souls. Yes, the God who hears midnight tears is faithful and true. The God who hears midnight tears hears me and you. Every time we cry out in the darkness of the night, he hears us. Always. He hears us all our day and all our night. He's our light in the darkness deep. When we weep, he is near. He will hear. He will hear every single cry, every tear and sigh from our souls. He makes us whole. I used to think that tears meant I was by myself, but I'm not alone when I'm crying. That's my wealth of understanding now that God is closest in my pain. I'm not alone when I'm crying in the rain. I'm not alone when I'm crying. God is right here with me. I'm not alone when I'm crying. He's helping me to see that tears don't mean abandonment or isolation here. I'm not alone when I'm crying. God is near, closer than he's ever been in my joy or pain. The presence of tears doesn't indicate the absence of God. I'm not alone when I'm crying. That's not odd. But actually the moment when he draws most near to me, I'm not alone when I'm I'm not alone when I'm crying. He's helping me to see that tears don't mean abandonment or isolation here. I'm not alone when I'm crying. God is near, closer than He's ever been in my Yes, I'm not alone when I'm crying. And that changes everything. I'm not alone when I'm crying. And this truth I'll sing. That God is closest when my heart is breaking most. Not alone, ever. Not alone. God's my cover in my tears, through my fears. Yes, oh, when I cry, standing by with me always. The tears I cried last night won't last forever here. He turns my mourning into dancing, makes it clear that sorrow has an expiration date in His plan. He turns my mourning into dancing. I understand. He turns my mourning into dancing, weeping into joy. He turns my mourning into dancing. Nothing can destroy the hope that pain is temporary in God's hands. He turns my mourning into dancing, with His plans to give me beauty for these ashes I've been holding. Oh, the night of crying gave way to morning's light. He turns my mourning into dancing, wrong to right, transforms the pain into a testimony of His grace. He turns my mourning into dancing, sets the pace. Morning turns, heart now burns, with joy and praise for all my days. He turns my mourning into dancing, weeping into joy. He turns my mourning into love declares. You turn my wailing into dance, and He cares. You remove my sackcloth and clothe me with joy that my heart may sing. I see Jeremiah 31:13 promises clear. I will turn their mourning into gladness here. I will give them comfort and joy instead of sorrow. God said that's His plan. Isaiah 61:3, God promises today to bestow on them a crown of beauty His way. Instead of ashes, the oil of joy. Instead of mourning, it's said, and praise. Instead of a spirit of despair, God will transform the storm into sunshine, tears into laughter. The after effects of sorrow include dancing, God's glancing at my pain with transformation plan. Esther 9:22 records testimony, the time when their sorrow was turned, I see, into joy, and their mourning into celebration. God's nation experiences transformation too. He turns mine into dancing, weeping into joy. He turns mine mourning into dancing. Nothing can destroy the hope that pain is temporary in God's hands. He turns mine mourning into dancing with His plans to give me beauty for these ashes I've been holding. Yes, He turns my mourning into dancing. That's my testimony now. He turns my mourning into dancing. He's showing me how to celebrate what He's doing in my life today. Dancing now from morning, dancing now. New morning has come to me, setting me free from the tears and the fears that held me bound. Now I found that God's faithful, He's not wasteful with my pain. After the rain comes the dancing. God's advancing His kingdom purposes.